Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to show you how to use some basic AI tools to create a really stunning piece of content for real estate agents, for mortgage people, really for anything. The basic principles I'm going to show you now can really be translated into just about any industry. But I want you to stick with me because not only do I want you to see the whole video, but at the end, I'm going to show you what I actually created, and it's a beautiful property. And it's over a $2 million property here in Arizona. I'm going to take a fantastic listing and I'm going to turn it into something that's going to be usable for content for very low cost. In fact, really free to create and could turn into a good revenue stream for those of you out there who are looking for ways to monetize AI. So hang tight and here we go. Here we are, obviously at our channel, doing well. Thank you. At this moment in the video, I want to ask you guys, I've asked it before, but I want to ask you, go ahead and drop your channel or whatever it is, your handle. We would love to check you out and help promote you as well. So just take a second, scroll on down to the comments below mine and leave your handle. Let's check you out. Aside from that, we're going to pop on over. I want you guys to take a look at this listing. Now, great property, 2.6 million here in Arizona. I don't always work with properties at this level. Would love to all the time, but honestly, I want to work for everybody. But I want to show you some really great things. Obviously, a fantastic price, but right here, all of the images of this property, some great, fantastic photos. Depending on where you're at in the country, you may be envious of this. Otherwise, this may look like a shack to you. I have no idea who's watching. But I love this property, and I love creating this video, and you're going to see just how easy it is to do it. Now, the first thing I did is I took the listing itself right here, all of the verbiage, every piece of it right inside of here, and I popped it over into ChatGPT. I took it, and I decided that I wanted to make it really concise for the content for the video itself. So I said, use the following property description to create a more concise and thorough script for text-to-speech to narrate for a YouTube video and Instagram. And what I did is I pasted all of it in, and of course, it gave me a fantastic sort of a script, a layout from aerial view, kind of gave some direction on how you do it, the bits and pieces, but it wasn't quite enough. So I decided I said, now extend this for a solid 1 minute to 30 seconds to 2 minutes. I wanted to get a much more lengthy piece of content for it, and so it gave me, of course, the complete layout. I took all of this, including the extra tags or the highlighted information, and I said, now turn this into a script for narration to use with ElevenLabs. Now, ElevenLabs, I have a link in the description for you guys. You can get a trial to use that. Full disclosure, if you use my links, they pay me for doing that. But I got to tell you, I rep them because I love ElevenLabs and I love what the product does. So I took everything that was here and then I popped all of that over to ElevenLabs. And inside of here, I took all of the script, I popped it in, and I chose, there were a couple of different voices that I wanted to use. You can choose whatever different type of voice you want. And also, just a little tip that I've learned from a lot of pros out there that are getting millions of views is understand that the YouTube audience isn't just here in the US. So sometimes it works to create content in other languages as well that could bring people to view your content. And ElevenLabs, there's no better place to go for quality narrations in a ton of languages for you. So I went ahead and I picked out of these. Originally, I chose Hope. It sounded really good. I tried out Liberty X. She sounds really good and clean too. But I wanted the pronunciation of a particular word in the area that this property is in. It's the pecans. So it's not the pecans or the pecans, if you didn't mind. No, it was a very specific sound that I wanted, and that's why I settled on using Hope. Now, Hope's voice is very clean. It's very nice. It's very stable. And in fact, I'll turn off my camera and show you the other things. Now, stability, if you want to have the voice to be stable or variable, meaning a level of inflection or up and down, more human sounding. And it originally is set somewhere around 50. I set it back to 30. Similarity. Now, with this, I didn't want it to be similar to other people. I wanted it to be very unique in the sound of her voice, but adjusting the value can actually help. And the other part, I wanted style exaggeration. I wanted to be really on point. Wanted to be pretty clear, really concise. This is for a real estate listing, so if it were for a narration for a book or something along those lines, I might select and just go exaggerated up and down, to different varying levels. But I kept it there. Speaker boost, that just enhances the resonance of the sound and created, it creates a much more human and resonant sound when you choose to do that. But those are the variations that you have. I do recommend that you guys get in here to ElevenLabs and try it out. It's a fantastic tool. In fact, a lot of other tools out there have incorporated ElevenLabs API instead of creating their own voice app, because these guys are literally, in my opinion, the best text-to-voice, narration type software you can get out there. So I took all of this and I just downloaded it and I stuck it in a folder. And then we went ahead and we imported it into our CapCut, which I'm going to show you next. And here in CapCut, guys, I brought in all of the images that I wanted of the home, all of the ones that I selected, and popped them in over here to the left-hand side. You can upload your images. Now, this is the web version. Keep in mind there is a fully decked out desktop version. I have that as well. I ran into a little bit of difficulty with it, so I won't go into that at length at the moment. But really, the web version of it worked exceptionally well for this. And what I did is I brought in the Realtors logos. I created some music in Suno, which is why you see their logo on my thumbnail. And I'll pop over. I could show you that too. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to bring in all of the images. Now, one of the key things is when you're inside, when I uploaded the video, I went to captions, and I was actually able to create the actual captions for all of it. Now, if I wanted to, I could have it recreate it, but I'm not going to do that at the moment. What I wanted to do is I wanted to customize some of this. For example, when I had the logo up here, it is animated in the video, as you guys are going to see. For the down here below, I went ahead and I can customize, and you can customize the variation of the text if you want to show up bubbled, if you want to show up in variations of colors. You can mess with the text color, whatever you really want to do. There's a lot to it. And you can see my captions down here, for example, right? And if I click here, I talk about a renovated home. It sits on a 3/4 acre lot. I wanted to make sure that my images matched up with what I put into here. And that's how we scroll through. So as you see, all of the elements are in here. When I talk about expensive windows, premium finishes, I want to make sure that the images that I put in here lined right up with the text. And it's so simple to do. It is literally just drag and drop. If I wanted to grab this image, I could, and I could pop it anywhere in here, either to replace one or to squeeze it in between one of these other images. Now, I'm not going to do that because the video is fine, the video's cut, and it's finished. But so far, I wanted to, number one, I grabbed the description for the property, I put it into ChatGPT. I had to reword it, make it more concise, took that as a script, we threw it into ElevenLabs, had it narrated, grabbed that, and then brought the entire thing in here to CapCut. And one final touch that I really just wanted to do is I popped over into Suno, and I had Suno create a custom song. Now, why does Suno create a custom song? Why should you do this? Well, really, when you look at creation and in YouTube, you look at content creation at all, sometimes your music can get flagged for copyright. And if you create your own music, you're not going to get clipped for copyright. Your video's not, I will say it shouldn't get demonetized. It's going to recognize that music as a unique element that you have brought in. So I created a few different options, little 1 to 2 minute clips. I downloaded it and also threw that over into CapCut, as we see right down here. So I grabbed the music. And by the way, one of the cool things, when you bring in music, you can choose the volume. Now, I wanted it lower than the speaking volume of the narrator, obviously. So I dropped it by 16 dB. You can make it louder, you can make it lower. Fade in duration, you can see, if you look down on the bottom here, you can see it as the sound kind of fades in gently. I wanted it to kind of come in gently, and then it can fade out at the end and work just fine. If I wanted to set a fade out duration, I could do that as well. Noise reduction, really didn't need it because it's sort of in a bubble. It wasn't live music. It made it actually work just fine. Beats detection, you're honestly getting more pop out of your speakers right now from my voice than anything else. I'll turn down the gain for everybody. Sorry about your eardrums if you're wearing AirPods. But there's a lot of customization that you can have. There are some greater, more expensive tools out there in the world, but for me, CapCut, especially for just the web version, it works just fine. So what I want to do is towards the end of this video, in fact, if you guys also, if you comment the word, I'll just say the word blueprint. If you comment the word blueprint down below, I'll actually send you my blueprint for everything that I did on this video and how I did every element for it, including the tools that I used and perhaps why. So you can mess around with this for yourself. Now, I'm going to talk about a couple of use cases. For you, let's say you're the real estate agent. This is a great way to create a free piece of content for yourself that you can share with your potential sellers and show them that you're going the extra mile to get more visibility to their listing. For mortgage guys like me, why not jump in and help your agents with their high quality listings like this? Create content for them that then you can post on your social media, make them a collaborator, and you have access to their entire audience. Now, one of the things you're going to see at the end of the video, keep watching guys, I promise, it's going to pay off. At the end, when you listen to this video, you're going to see that I put a trigger in there. And the trigger word is for the neighborhood. Now, stay tuned to see what it is. And then when that gets published, as people say that word, it's actually going to trigger my ManyChat automation. So one more tool in the recipe in the blueprint. And ManyChat is going to then interact with that person, but more so bring them into our database for future interactions. So a lot of very basic, and I say basic AI tools, I mean, these are things that everybody kind of knows about, even if they aren't using them yet. But it's something you can utilize for yourself and get phenomenal results. Now, this isn't me bragging about my video. I mean, it was a little bit of a pain in the ass, to be honest, but it came through and turned out to be really great. It was just me struggling with myself and struggling with things that I shouldn't have been bothering with. I think maybe you guys would understand what I'm talking about. But when I just came back to the basics and loaded things where I wanted them, it all actually ended up working out just fine. When I loaded in the different elements and I put everything where it belongs, it works seamlessly. And I think you guys are going to love the end product. So for now, I'm going to close myself out of here and say, watch this video, guys. I think you're really going to enjoy it. And for now, I will say, if you want to learn more about how to utilize these tools, especially if you're in the mindset or in the place where you want to learn how to monetize different AI tools, I'm going to say, connect with me. You're going to go pop over here to Gorilla AI Tools. You're going to pop in and click the Get Started, guys. Fill out your basic information for me. I'm going to send you some information, my free AI checklist that has every one of these tools in it, and also access to me for potentially mentoring and coaching up and teaching you how to do these things one-on-one. I can do that for you. But that's it for now. I'm going to say stay tuned. Let's watch the video and check it out. We'll catch you guys next time. Gorilla AI Tools, AI Money Press, and watch the video.
Welcome to the Pecans, Queen Creek's most prestigious gated community, where tree-lined streets and lush scenery set the stage for luxury living. This fully renovated 5-bedroom, 5.5 bathroom estate sits on a 3/4 acre lot, offering a seamless blend of modern elegance and timeless design. Step through the grand entrance, where soaring ceilings, expansive windows, and premium finishes create an open, sunlit space. Every detail has been thoughtfully curated, balancing sophistication and comfort, perfect for both entertaining and everyday living. The great room makes a statement with its floor-to-ceiling stone fireplace and custom wood beams, flowing effortlessly into the home's heart, the gourmet kitchen. Designed for both style and function, this chef's kitchen features high-end Viking appliances, floor-to-ceiling custom cabinetry with LED-lit shelving, and stunning quartzite countertops. The oversized island invites guests to gather, whether for a morning coffee or an evening dinner. The primary suite is an elegant retreat, offering 2 custom walk-in closets, a spa-inspired ensuite with a freestanding tub, and a glass-enclosed shower with wood tile finishes. Just beyond, your private spa sanctuary awaits, featuring a barrel sauna and cold plunge, the perfect place to relax and recharge under Arizona's breathtaking sunsets. The formal dining room exudes warmth with wood beam accents and a stone feature wall, adding a touch of timeless sophistication. Step outside through custom 10-foot French doors, and you'll find a resort-style backyard, designed for year-round enjoyment. A heated pool with a cascading waterfall, a ramada with a built-in barbecue and fire pit, and ambient outdoor lighting create the perfect indoor-outdoor living experience. This estate also offers versatile spaces to fit your lifestyle, including a separate entrance casita, ideal for in-law quarters, a private office, or a media lounge. A spacious guest suite, perfect for visitors or multi-generational living. 2 additional rooms that can serve as a home office, gym, or theater. And the luxury doesn't stop there. Nestled in the exclusive Pecans community, this home offers privacy, exclusivity, and convenience, all just minutes from top-rated schools, shopping, and dining. This is more than just a home. It's a lifestyle. Experience unmatched luxury in one of Queen Creek's most prestigious estates. Don't miss this rare opportunity. Schedule your private tour today. Comment with the word pecans, and we'll send you exclusive details on this home. Comment pecans now. See you soon.